Oh, oh my goodness. I don't know what happened to the hallway. I don't know. It's something feels different. Where am I? What did I do? What did I do? What happened? Does anyone remember? Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm going to go put some water on top of my face. What's happening at this episode? Glowberries. Okay. Let's go.
Alright, so this episode I'm thinking what we need to prioritize is expanding this hole. This hole isn't big enough. It just needs to be larger in diameter. It needs to be reamed out. And then we need to put more hoppers at the bottom of this hole so that we can collect all of the bones that are going to go in this hole. Because this hole is going to get absolutely filled to the brim with bones from all the skeletons that are going to be spawning. And then we're going to use all the bones to make a lot of bone meal, you know? And we're going to use that bone meal. We're going to use that bone meal for nefarious purposes, obviously. What other purposes are there? What else is there to work for in life but nefarious purposes? Those nefarious purposes being glowberries, right? I have bio-based lighting and moss, so I have bio-based digging. I can just take any room and tunnel down using the moss. Turn everything into moss blocks, break it with my fists, and keep going. If I have access to a solid source of bone meal, I can tunnel as much as I want, and I can light everything up as much as I want. No diamond pickaxe required for any of that. Yeah, sure, I would like to get itemized obsidian. And Silk Touch isn't gonna cut it. But cross that bridge when we get to it, you know? You mine enough, sometimes you start to find things. Treasure, hidden treasure. You know, they say if you're in... they say if you're in a deep enough hole, the best thing you can do is start digging, you know? Dig yourself into an even deeper hole, you know? Because everybody knows the hole is where it's at. You get to the bottom of the hole, that's where it's at. And you know, some people think I'm easy, you know? In fact, most people think I'm easy. Because I'm very upfront with people. I'm very upfront with people when I like them. It comes across as very forward, maybe a little naive, maybe very naive, maybe reckless. But I'm not easy. I'm generous. I've always wanted to be with somebody who I say yes, they say yes, we make it easy for each other. I'd like to be able to be a generous gift to a partner. I don't want to have to make them prove something, because I don't want to be forced to prove something before the relationship's even started. I just want somebody who starts strong and stays strong. Make it easy for me. But I'm not easy. You either choose me or you lose me. I'm no one's plan B. In the immortal words of Swoozie. Do you remember Swoozy? I think he's still on here. He's a YouTuber. He did a lot of like animated sort of explainer videos. Mostly relationship advice if I remember correctly, but also like other types of advice. That line always stood out to me. The first time I heard it, I thought it was like a little bit cruel, but it's not. It's absolutely fair. You know, nobody likes to be retained as an option. Nobody likes to be put on the back burner for later. And to allow that into your life, to allow yourself to be on the back burner, it's an act of horrible self-sabotage and self-sacrifice. It's not worth it. It's cruel to yourself, and even if it weren't cruel to the other person as well, that would be enough. But the cruelty to the other person is it enables them. It allows them to think that they can put off those most important decisions in their life. Those decisions of who to trust. Of where to get your bones from. You know? Whose hole is this? This is Symbio Sister's hole. So I'm not easy. I'm upfront and I'm honest. And if I don't get an honest yes in return, then I'm impossible. So take the difference between 1 and infinity. Take the average between 1 and infinity. That's how easy I am. Did this get a little dark? I'm sorry. The rest of this episode, we've got 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's 12 spaces that we're going to need to fill with hoppers. We're going to connect that to the existing hopper matrix, and then all of our bones can fall into this hole, and this hole can get abundantly boned, and we'll be absolutely swimming in bone. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be everything I ever dreamed of. Because I know who I am. And I'm a horny little freak. And anybody who would try to change me has no business anywhere near my heart. Bet you set the price too high. And the only one you'll win is a thief. So I let him take it. And it's not something you can just give back. So now, I'm heartless. I've got a bone to pick. I've got a massive hole. I have glowberries, poison spiders, and access to the nether. I have my moss, I have my vines, I have all but one tree type. And I think that history will show this was the wrong time for someone to take my heart and give nothing in return.
Oh, where am I? What did I do? What did I do? What happened? Does anyone remember?
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're back. Alright, I have just realized something heinous, which is I'm going to need additional things if I'm going to make this work. But I think I can simply sidestep some of these requirements if I am brave and honest with myself about what my true goals and intentions are. So, let's try to resolve this situation in a reasonable amount of time without causing myself a fucking hernia of the overall sensory situation of I myself. We want this, we want that, okay? That's the first thing. Okay, we want this, we want that. That's the first thing to admit, psychologically speaking. We want this to be in there, we want that to be there, we want that to be there, we want this to be there, we want the andesite, actually we want the deep slate to be with us. We did get a fair number of bows in that first run. We did get a fair number of bones in that first one. We also even got some arrows. So I feel that there has been some progress made. I would just like to clarify to myself, through speaking out loud, that what I'm actually trying to do here, right, is not to create a darkened room into which numerous little mother-farting little guys, mother-fluggling little guys, will inevitably flock, and flop. So I'm not going to allow that to happen. I am not going to allow that to happen. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go the route that I kind of know a little bit how to do. I'm going to go back this way. I'm just going to check here. I'm trying to remember. How did I go about this? I think it was this one? Yeah, okay. So here's how I do it, right? Okay, we've got stairs, right? Let's use those stairs to make stairs. We'll make a set of stairs using only a set of stairs. It's the only ingredient is some stairs. It's perfect. Is that perfect? Oh, am I proud of that? I think is the better question. The answer is no, I am not. Okay, I'm not proud of that one. Alright, let's get that out. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna get some wooden planks. We're gonna get a good number of wooden planks. This is what we're gonna do in the long run, okay? But in order to do said thing, well, we're gonna need to make some decisions. Some half decisions. Let's just check what's around here, right? What's around here? What's in this area? What's in that area? Right? Let's go in here. Let's go there. Right? Let's get in here. And let's just check, right? We've got chains there. So the only place we can have a torch is right there, right? So then there should be a torch right there. I mean, it did eat my cherry blocks. I'm not a fan of that at all. Not even slightly. I'm not okay with that even a little bit. But, whatever. It is what it is. I'm done. Done worrying about it. Done stressing about it. Okay? I'm done stressing about it. Come on now. We closed that door. Yeah. Okay. So we closed that. Right? Simple. I have a new cup of tea. You'll be excited to know. This one is peach flavored. It's all about those little things one does for oneself, Getting horribly obsessed with Minecraft for multiple hours at a time. When one tastes blood, so to speak. Oh, here we go. So then the other thing is, I realized I might just need a lot more iron to accomplish my task. So I'm just going to collect as much iron as I can physically collect reasonably from all of the easy deposits that are like nearby and neighboring. But I mean, I know I'm gonna have to go a little bit out of field because I'm gonna need at least 12. I might reallocate later. I might find a more efficient design and reallocate later. But for now,
That's what I'm gonna do. So that's just what I'm gonna do. And furthermore, that's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do. So that's it. That's the situation. You know, so 12 takes 5 times 12. So that's 60 iron. That's no joke. That's a decent amount of iron. So I think I can get it between a couple of deposits that I already know about. I'm gonna check if maybe back here there's some extra stuff. But yeah, I haven't really explored this area. And by haven't really, I mean haven't at all. Except, oh yeah, no, I remember, actually I have. I walked through here, but it was like peaceful mode, so it was like no big thing. And now it's like a big thing. That's what she said when she saw my plushie collection. Here we go. I do have a pretty decent plushie collection, actually. You know, that's not a joke. You know, my plushie collection is no joke. And there's another zombie. Hello. Would you like to be friends? I would like not to find out if you want to be friends. Because I've never met a zombie who actually wants to be friends. I've met zombies who want to harass me and jump my bones, you know, in a totally non-sexual way. And that's just not acceptable. If you're gonna jump my bones, you're gonna do so in a sexual way. That's just the only way about it. Okay. How do we deal with this? I mean, you do seem to want to attach your spores to my flesh. So in a way, I could interpret that as a sexual intention. But, well... yeah, I mean, I guess close enough, whatnot, right? But, I feel like part of the appeal of the whole scenario is, you know, the rejection and, you know, the CNC, you know, router necessary to accomplish this particular build. Okay, what am I talking? I'm just babbling. I'm just babbling nonsense. I'm just making up nonsense at this point. Alright. So, here's what we do. We've got this. Let's get this. Let's get that. We know this deposit exists. Let's harvest it. And not deal with any consequences for harvesting said resource. Boom. Right, I prefer not the consequences. If there's going to be consequences, I would prefer not to experience them. That's just my personal take. That's just my personal opinion. That's just what I personally prefericized to have occur to me in my life. And I think I'm right. I think I'm right to do so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We really will have to see how the whole YouTube terms of service sort of deals with me. You know, I mean, it's not like the channel has gotten particularly popular yet, but there definitely is a question to be had. You know, try to toe the line, right? Keep it PG-13, but keep it interesting, you know? How do we do this? Obviously, sexualizing creepers is the answer. You know, just the mob in Minecraft, obviously, not you know, not creepy people, because there's nothing sexual about creeps. Fuck creeps. Here we go. This thing, that thing. Okay, I do remember being down here. I do remember building this. That is the worst little thing, but it does exist. So, you know, don't knock it. You know, it's a gift from my past self to my current self. It may be inadequate, it may be impartial, like, it may be incomplete, I suppose I should say. But, you know, it is. It exists. I have attempted to make it. I have done my best in the time that I had. You know, and so there's a little panic shelter. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It's nothing fancy. It's just sticks and rocks, right? Sticks and rocks. That's what everything is, ultimately. It comes down to. We built it with sticks and rocks. We built it with sticks and rocks. And then from sticks and rocks, we made better sticks, better rocks, better sticks, better rocks, better sticks, better rocks, right? Everything, just sticks and rocks. Ultimately, trace it back, right? Every tool ultimately was made with the stick and the rock. We stand on the shoulders of giants, right? Some of those giants were Paleolithic folks, you know? They were just as intelligent as us. They were just working with different levels of tools pre-existing, different levels of technology pre-existing, you know, different levels of this and that to work with. That's what they had, you know, so they used what they had. I feel like that's worthy of respect. It's always going to be worthy of respect, you know? If we make it to the distant stars in the far, far future, still going to be worthy of respect. Respect and our adoration, you know? Utzi, I think, should still be seen as a cutesy pie, you know, for future generations. I think everybody should see Utzi as a cutesy pie. That's just my personal take on the matter, but I think it's a good one. Oh, great. What's that? What's that? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Jaw. What was that? What was that? Where was that from? If I don't know what the source of the damage was, that's pretty concerning. I don't know what the source of the damage was. Probably fine. It's probably fine. It's probably nothing, right? It's probably nothing. It's probably just Slender Man, you know, feeling me up from the inside, you know, as he is prone to do. And I am happy to accept, you know, we've pre-negotiated this sort of situation between one another. It's consensual, you know, don't worry about it. Me and Slendy, we got an understanding, okay? So don't get too freaked out. You know, if I'm uncomfortable, I'll explain, you know, and he'll listen. I know Slendy's good like that, so don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I hear you worrying about it. You shouldn't even worry about it. Me and Slendy have a very good, open, honest, communicative relationship that involves, you know, exploring certain risks, you know, with one another, with the understanding, you know, it's possible, you know, it's possible to be uncomfortable, but for no one to be in the wrong. You know what I mean? Anyway. It's a private relationship. I honestly don't know why I'm saying as much as I am. I just sometimes feel the need to, like, explain enough to let people know, like, I'm not, you know, I'm not in an abusive relationship. This is entirely, like, you know, I asked for this situation, specifically, consensually, intentionally. You know, me and Slender Man, we go way back, okay? So don't give me no problems, okay? Don't give him no problems. He's a sweetie pie. Yeah? Okay, good. We understand each other. I think we're on the same page now. Alright, let's go. So, is this a good idea? Is this the best way to go about this? Maybe, probably not. I'm sure there is a better way. I am 100% certain, in fact, that there is a better way to go about this. I am simply tired. My brain isn't working very well. And so I'm going to go with the solution that I think of, not the solution I have not yet thought of. And that's just the unfortunate truth of it. Boom. Boom. There we go. See? Boom. All good. Lots of boom boom. Right? Lots of boom boom. So, that's... Doesn't boom boom kind of mean... I guess that's not really what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Okay? Here we go. So, all of these alive. That's good to know. Okay? That's very good news. We're definitely going here. We're definitely going there. Definitely adding this to the roster. And then we're closing that off. And that should be fine, okay? That's not gonna be a sauce block. A sauce block. Okay, it's not gonna be a block for sauce. That's not what it's for. You know, it's for lava. We know this. Come on. Here we go. So then this one, and this one, and this one, and then this one, and this one, and this, and this, and this. And then we want this, and then we want this, and then we're definitely gonna want this one, okay? And then we're definitely gonna want this. And then we're gonna have to want that and want this. And then I'm gonna use the presence or absence of this to indicate that. And then that's gonna be fine. That's just gonna be fine, because it's gonna have to be, okay? I'm not gonna accept any other situation of it all. Oh no, that's not good. What's this? I hear something. I wonder what that is. I wonder if that's me. I don't know. Anyway, or if it's a notification bell of some kind. And now I'm wondering, why did I just give up all of my lava? I was kind of using that. Dang it. Alright, do I have an extra lava bucket in there? Yes, I do. Right, so I can cook as much as I want to cook. I just cook as much as I want to cook. Boom, good. Okay, so there's that, I can grab more bucket energy from here, from this locality, from this location. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some solid state storage. Maybe that can even help me grow some more strip steamer noodles. And then that can go there, and then I think that's a lot of potatoes, actually. That's a pretty solid potato haul. Awesome. Yeah, okay. I feel like things are starting to, like, come out properly. You know? I feel like I've actually, you know, created a food supply, not just, like, enough to get by. So that's actually, like, quite a positive development, you know? If you were my therapist, you would probably say that I am like the coolest motherfucker you have ever met, and that everything is gonna be totally fine, and that I am stronger than piss, and, you know, a real fucking champion. That's probably the first thing that you would say as my therapist. How do I know this? You know, it's definitely from therapy. It's definitely from direct experience with my therapy person, my therapyizer. My therapizer, I call them. She therapizes me, you know, and I gotta walk away with a smile on my face, you know. I'm getting therapized, you know. It's good. It's good. You know, it's expensive, but it's good. So, here we go. Let's see. So, you know, I mean, it's mostly the upfront costs, you know, the upfront investment of the maid outfit and whatnot. Here we go. What's this? Let's see. That could be a bridge. Why not? Let's just make it a bridge. I don't know. I can refill, I can rejingle, I can make this like different blocks and whatnot, but honestly, let's just do it. Let's just get it there, and then we can make it good later. Yeah. Solid state storage. What was I trying to do? I forget now. Jesus Christmas. Okay, so this. Okay, I want this. That's important. Okay. And then the other thing that I want is I want to then use that to make hoppers. But I could just make a wide basin of water that then pushes. But the thing is, if I have water, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I can't think of another option. Okay, I know what I want to do with this. Okay, so let's just do that. Oh, shimbles. That was close. Christmas Kringle, that was close. Alright. So, one of the things... Oh, fart. Oh, fart and farters. Oh, no. Oh, Frankfurter. Frankfurter, short for Frankfurter. He's a Frankfurter if ever I farted one. Okay, wait a second. I never fart. That's not something I do. Come on. Let's be reasonable here. Let's be seasonable. Let's be vegetables that are purchased in season. Please be seasonable. But I am a watermelon, and it's mid-December. There's nothing mid about December. It's the month of jolliness and merriment. You are clearly evil as fuck. Okay, That's iron ore. I would like to have it, please. I would like to have it. I would just like to acquire it, please. It would please me to acquire said iron ore. Come on. Come on, honey. Come to mama. There you go. 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 Alright, I see where it went. I see where I'm going. I see where that guy is. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the... Come on. Stop moving, dude. Stop moving. I see you. Hello. Yes. Shoot him in the... There we go. We got him. That's all good. That's all good. No worries there. No worries there. Come on. Where's that creeper? I see you. I see you. I fucking see you. What, you think you're hiding from me? You think you're all stealthy? Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh no, you creeper are gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be around the corner. You don't know where I am. I'm so sneaky. You're not sneaky. You're not sneaking shit. You ain't sneaking a single fuck. Not on my watch. I'm gonna shoot you right in the creep hole. There you go. Boom. Get creeped upon. Creep. Alright. Golden pants. Place with worse golden pants. Golden pants replace worse. Actually, these are important. I like the projectile projection 3. Projectile projection. Projectile protection. Projectile protection. Protection from projectiles. Right? Not projection. What does that mean? It's like I'm projecting? What does that mean? I don't know. Anyway, I can just use the word emotional for like almost anything. The word emotional can mean like very many things. It can mean whatever I want it to be. It can be, you know, the word emotional is like my oyster. It's my oyster. It's my oyster. Boop, boop, boop. My oyster. My oyster. It's my oyster. Alright, me oyster. Let's get in there. That's really not that much iron, is it? Anyway, I mean, we're gonna need more hoppers. We're gonna need more chests. We're gonna need more wood. We're gonna need a lot more wood is the problem. That's the problem I foresee in the very, very near future. Is like, how do I get enough wood to make enough chests to make this like a reasonable thing? I mean, that's one chest, right? That's it. That's one chest. So I might be able to like use the rest of my supply of all of my very rare wood types. This is silly. This is very silly, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's do what we gotta do. We make, that's number 2, right? That's only number 2. We've got enough for 7, so that's like encouraging at least. One more. Come on, one more. We can do one more. And then like, there's no additional opportunity cost to doing that. That's totally reasonable to do. We can even just intentionally grab and utilize more. Just throw it in there. We've still got Silk Touch, so that's a positive thing. We've still got this, we've still got that, we've still got this. Oh, when am I gonna stop being from New York? I was never from New York. This is just not even my accent. I can't stop. You know? You think it's a bit? It's not a bit. I'm stuck like this until further notice. It's just me. It's just how I work. It's just how I operate. It's not, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Okay, actually, I do know what to tell you. I'm gonna make that stairs. I said I'd make that stairs. I'm gonna make that stairs. You know? ADHD, Well, yeah, I probably have ADHD. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Yeah, I probably have ADHD. I probably do. Actually, I definitely do. I've been diagnosed, so But she is a complicated girl. She is a complicated girl, to be totally honest. She never gives it quite to you straight, but yeah, she does give it to you. You know what I mean? All right, I'm sure you know what I mean. Here we go. Let's go this way. I did want to create that, and this was exactly the reason that I wanted to create that. That's what I can do. Perfect. Okay, that's perfect. And then we can even take it a step further and actually just complete the pathway that we're trying to create, which is actually this one. So let's go this way, and then this way, and then honestly we can fill this in with the gravel. We just fill this in with the gravel, and then it looks perfect, right? It looks real natural. It looks like it's supposed to be that way, doesn't require any like heavy thinking. You just go this way, right? It's easy, and that'll make everything else easy. It's a quality of life improvement. It's a quality of life improvement. That's what you call those things. All right. Have we got more iron in this one? In this one? Nope. We actually don't need... Oh, wait, no, we do need more iron. We do need more iron. Ah, spasm. Alright. A little bit more spasming. Ah, spasming. Okay, let's spasm. Let's spasm in a chasm. If you can't spasm in a chasm, well, you just gotta keep spasming in a chasm. So, we need... No. We've got 10. So we need more than that. How many more? We need 2 more than that. Exactly 2 more than that. So we need exactly 10 more iron ore. And that rhymes, which means that it's like better. It's better. When things rhyme, it's better. I've got 29 potatoes. That's a good number of potatoes, to be honest. Very happy with that number of potatoes. But yeah, I don't want creepers spawning in here. That would suck. That would suck very badly, to be honest. Here we go. So we indefinitely go down until we get to the iron. I know that's safe to do. It is possible that this is just a vein of 10. I mean, that would be really nice. And of course, as soon as I say it, it's an impossibility. Because jinx, right? Just always a jinx. Here we go. Let's get that closed. Let's get that closed. Let's get that closed off. Okay. And then we can just jump in there, grab here, go there, check there. Is that iron? Is that iron? Is there iron here? Is there iron there? I know I left some. Where did I leave it? Was it down this hallway? That goes back to the front porch. There. This is just this. There's nothing down there. Is there one down here? Like, we're very close in a lot of senses to getting to the point where... Ah, come on. Where else do I know for a fact that there was iron that I didn't go and grab? Where do I know for a fact there is iron that I did not go and grab? Where do I know for a fact there is iron that I did not go and grab? Okay, well, I didn't grab it from here because I haven't crossed this bridge yet, because I haven't made this bridge yet. And this is definitely very dark and very spooky. So it's entirely possible that I get jumped in this corner, but it doesn't look as though that seems to be the case. I don't see any jumping happening. So that's, like, interesting that that has not occurred. We definitely have light sources. Sauces for light. You put the sauce on the light, it makes it spicy. It's good. But this is definitely a dead end. It does not go anywhere. So that's not so good. But we can use it for glowberries, I guess. Make a little glowberry in there. A little glowberryness. We can get this in there. We can get that there. We can go a little bit more here. Check this, right? We put that there. Boom. Nice. A little bit more lighting. A little bit more. creature comfort. A little bit more creature comfort. Just keep going. Just keep going. There's definitely some planning to be done about how to use all of this space. But I do feel like using this space and not just leaving it to its own devices. But that's going to be a journey down. But I'm going to just let that grow. You know, it's like I could go and make a staircase, blah blah blah, right? But just leave it, and then I'll come back at some point and I'll see it, and I'll be like, oh hey, that just goes down. I just jump down there. You know, it's just easy at that point. You know, it's like sometimes thinking with plants requires thinking with time. You know, is that something I want to do right now? No, I can put it off. You know, I can put it right off. Here we go. Okay. So, a little bit more iron ore, right? We're just hungry for a little bit more iron ore. I am sure, I am certain, I am 100% factually committed to the idea that, well, I was so certain. Did I just fall? Is that what happened? I don't know. Doesn't feel like I just fell. I don't think that's what happened. Okay, well, there was iron there. There was iron there. I think there's iron down there. But now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure at all. Was there iron at the end of that? Was there iron across this bridge? I'm quite sure there is iron across this bridge, but this area was very hairy the last time I was there. This area gave me a run for my money. This area made me a little sad inside. You know, made me feel a certain sense of dread and despair, which I don't fully appreciate. Which is to say, I fully disappreciate it. But if it has some iron, then perhaps it can redeem itself in my eyes. Hello, friendly Jim. Friendly Jim, the creeping creeper. The creepy little fucker. The creepy little fucker who fucks creepily. I will not appreciate your contribution to the discussion at this moment. I will kindly ask you to fuck all the way off. Okay, I may need to go through this and, like, bleep out every single swear. YouTube guidelines are famously extremely clear. You can have some swearing, but don't overdo it. Don't do too much swearing. It's like, how much is too much? How much is too much? They're just like, don't do too much, winky face. I'm trying to be all cute about it. It's fucking unclear. But he got us all on a leash. Alright, oh, that's what it is, right? I mean, unclear boundaries just mean that everybody's afraid of you. Alright. Hello, I see you. Yeah, whatever. Oh, great. There's iron next to me. Wonderful. And a second creeper. What is this, 9/11? What is this, 9/11? Is this 9/11? The time when there were two things and they blew up two things? I mean, I guess one of those things would be me. And then the second of those things? I don't fucking know, something. I guess also me, right? Because now I gotta face the second creeper. Ah, this is a nightmare. This is a never-ending nightmare. That's a different game, you know? That's not this game, you know? But I am feeling a lot of fear and hunger right now. Which looks like an interesting game. I might go and play that for a couple episodes of the House Trees, you know? That might just be a good diversion. Might just make me feel a little better to be doing something different. But, you know, the grass is always greener on the other side of the speedle boodle. Whatever. Something. Did I get lost, like, immediately? Is that what happened just now? None of that feels right. Okay, so that's where I came from. And then I came down here. And where was I going? Was I going down to this ledge? No. That doesn't make any sense. Where was I? Where the hell was I, actually? I'm legitimately quite confused now. I feel like I was probably down the other hallway. You see, I am quite tired. I am just trying to get the second hopper. I'm trying to get 2 hoppers, enough iron for 2 hoppers. It's not a huge request, really, from the universe. I am just begging, okay? I just want to get another 6 iron. I want to retrieve my things. I want everything to be okay. You know, I just want things to be alright. And there's 29 potatoes I didn't get a chance to cook. You know, I mean, there's food there. There's a creeper spawn camping the whole thing. And it's just like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And there's like, I'm right on the edge of the deep dark. Who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen with my girlfriend? You know, she's a little volatile. She's beautiful and lovely and all that, but she's pretty volatile. I don't know what that is. Did they change the sprite for the experience for no reason? Oh, great. Wow, changing extremely basic mechanics visuals for no reason. This is like the best thing in the world. It makes my life so much easier when I can't tell what the fuck anything is. It's perfect. It's perfect. So there's my 29 potatoes. Okay, I got my 29 potatoes. There's somebody who wants to get involved in my situation. Jump up my craw. No, thank you, brother. No fucking thank you. No, 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 not doing it. Not doing it right now. No, just not doing it. It's not happening. Not happening, brother. I'm not in the mood. Maybe one day, you know, call me. Call me, but I'm not in the mood. Okay, I got that. I got that. I have this. I have that. I have this. I have that. Hello, brother. Turns out I'm in the mood. Turns out I'm in the mood and I got a metal baseball bat in my hand. You want to say hi? Her name's Francine. She's very kind. She's very good. She's very good with, you know, potatoes. She's good at cooking potatoes. She can cook those potatoes all the way across town. It's pretty great. Alright. What are we after? I did realize the moment that the creeper blew me up that there was a bunch of... what was it? Iron right next to me. It was right next to me. And when I was running around there, I saw a bunch of iron. And now the moment I'm actually looking for iron, can't see any. Can't see any at all. It's impossible. Can't see it. Alright, great. I mean, the only disadvantage... well, the major disadvantage, the most major glaring disadvantage of using glowberries as my primary light source is I need 2 clicks to place every light source. But as soon as I place the first one, I actually get the whole height below it lit up. It just does take a little time for that to fully resolve itself. But I see that as a very worthwhile, you know, trade-off. Because, yeah, and you need an overhanging ledge. It's absolutely indispensable to have some sort of overhanging ledge. But there's always a ceiling. You're in a cave. It's kind of what makes it a cave, you know what I mean? So there's advantages, there's disadvantages, like anything, right? I mean, it's like, you do need a good solid source of bone meal. It's absolutely indispensable. But once you do, it's like pretty much infinite. I mean, the other thing you could do is infinite lava. I know I can chain off this and just make like a, yeah, harvest the rest of the iron in this deposit, which turns out to be exactly 2 blocks. That's something. Makes it a little easier. I'm a little closer to my goal, right? Little closer. Just accept it, right? Little closer. The one place I was looking, where I was close, right? I know I was close. I saw iron, so I know that it's there for a fact. I'm not like looking anymore. I've identified the deposit. It just happens to be in a very inconvenient location. That's not the end of the world. I've been to some inconvenient locations in my time. But I kind of want to explore this one because it's a overhanging ledge with spawn potential that's very dramatic and has been the source of many of my downfalls. The source of many of my downfalls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the cobblestone. I want to take the cobblestone and I'm gonna make a bridge and I'm gonna fucking fight you, you fucking dick. Come on, just get out of my way. You're not even fun to fight. You're just annoying and in my way. Great. Awesome. Alright, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, you're such a piss off. You're such a piss off, man. You're such a piss off. Come on. Get out of there. Okay, I gotta just reconfigure myself. I'm thinking about the goal, I'm not thinking about the moments. You know what I mean? As soon as you start doing that, everything falls apart. Because life is about the moments. That's the point, right? But yeah, look, this is exactly the deposit I was looking for. This is plenty of iron. This is perfect. This is everything. See? Boom. Nice. Alright. We got it. That's 15 iron. That's a little bit to spare, right? Enough to make a pickaxe and a sword. Good. Something. Right? Something. We made some progress. It's just a matter of securing said progress. The wall by a nail through whatever flap of skin prevents itself. Oh, fuck off. What's your deal, man? I don't need you. What's your deal? You're not even any different. You're just a zombie. You're visually different. It's disturbing. It's distracting. Alright, come on. Let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get going. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. Get up. Go. Fucking don't stop for nothing. Come on. No, I said don't stop for nothing, and you stopped for something. And that's why you got arrowed in the arrow hole. The error hole. Alright, alright. Let's just heal slightly. Did we get followed? No, we didn't get followed. Okay. That's good news. So now we gotta go through here. Alright, close that gate, then we're safe. Close that, then we're safer. Open this. Right, close this, then we're even safer. Then we're over here, then we're sleeping. Boom, now we're super safe. Because now we're right where we're supposed to spawn, and we've got daylight. Okay, alright, impermanence, you know, Buddhism, something. You know, I just want to achieve my goal. You know, I'm not worried about nothing else. Is that a good thing? Is that healthy? Probably not, actually. Too goal-oriented is too goal-oriented. It's a common phrase. Weird people say this phrase all the time. And they're correct, too. And they're erect, too. Okay, so that's just waiting. That's just waiting. Do I then go and just collect what's here in terms of lava? Maybe that's the answer. You know, I mean, I'm gonna need a lot more iron to fill up my capacity for lava generation in that context. Do I just drop a bucket in each of these and call it a day? That might be the thing. Because then I'll just have one bucket with me. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do then. And then how much lava, or how much bone meal do I have? Still a lot of bone meal, actually. Like, let's just go ahead and brighten this place up, because I know that I want the bone meal. Well, I want the bone meal to do a lot of things. The bone meal is pretty load-bearing to this whole operation. But it's like, it's getting there, it's the problem. Zombies. Alright. I mean, I want to get, like, a lot up there. But, well, actually. Boom. Was that my only arrow? I just had one arrow? Ugh. Alright. I mean, all of these problems will soon be resolved. It's just getting to the point where I can actually resolve the problem. It's kind of a blockage of some sort of package, if you know what I mean. Alright, chest. So we got what we need, right? We just need to get the rest of the iron, and we'll throw the taters in there. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Don't you worry about nothing. Oh, you know what I can do? I can put the boots on. That's good. I can put on the fancy pants. Oh, come on now. We're gonna watch 2 iron melt down. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch 2 iron ingots melt down. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea. I'm gonna go grab a plushie. Look, I didn't earn this one. This is just kind of like... I did a lot of grinding for this. Is grinding like really earning it? I feel like it's not. You know, you don't really have an adventure when you're just grinding resources. You know, resources. That's what I mean. That kind of grinding. Grinding resources. Grinding on resources. You know, having a relationship. Having a series of relations with resources. You know, here we go. Let's grab some of this, some of that, some of that. Right, we want more vines, more vines. We can definitely get more vines. But yeah, I mean, we want to spread this, right? We want to spread these vines. We want to get them all over the place. And more than that, we would like, you know, mossy cobble in that location for all of our nefarious needs and endeavors. Basically just to fill in a volume and make sure that all the skeletons that spawn in that room all go in the same direction. But first, let's close up this gap. I know not many things can get through there, but the one thing that can get through there, poison spiders, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, we definitely need more pickaxes. And do we need anything else? Nothing comes to mind. Perhaps, although, we could do with some of these half slabs. I just wonder if I can vinify the half slabs. No, I can't. Okay, well that's terrible, atrocious news that I hate. I don't like that news. That makes me a little annoyed. Alright, whatever. Look, what was I trying to do? Let's just step it back, right? Let's get the thing done that I was first originally trying to do. And then we'll worry about the little details. Because the whole point is this is going to be something that happens in the background that I don't have to worry about. I don't have to think about it. It just happens. You know, unconsciously. But yeah, this is a pretty dark room. It's a pretty dark room. It's even describable as a pretty reasonably dark room. Dark Roomba. Dark evil Roomba. With dark evil villainous Roomba intentions. You know, a Roomba that wants to take over the free... Well, there's no free world. Let's be real. Under capitalism, none of us are free. The world is not free. We are fighting for our lives against oligarchs. Oh, I'm doing Bernie Sanders? Is that what I'm doing? I don't fucking know. Come on. This is involuntary. I told you. This is like, is this Tourette's? Is this something? I don't know. This is just what happens when one cooks one's brain over an open fire. You know. I could disclose some of my history and habits, but I feel like it would not lend any credibility to my other endeavors, so I think I'm gonna leave it. Let's see. Boop. And by other endeavors, what do I mean? Tree houses, tree splicing, that kind of stuff? Maybe. Here we go. Okay, so then that's fine. I don't know how that got there, actually. That doesn't make any sense. Oh no, I put that there. I fully just put that there. That's so funny. That's a terrible place for that to be. Alright. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, so then all of those are now hoppers. All of them then address, one of these barrels. Do I have bones in there? Yeah, there's bones in there. I mean, the good thing is, right, I can make I can do whatever I want with all this. There's one arrow, there's one bone, one pale oak, one diorite. There's some diorite, there's some arrows. I thought I grabbed an arrow. So I'd have a stack. Anyway, whatever. I mean, do we want to get rid of this? We can get rid of this. It's fine. Do we have bones? Do we have arrows? There's bones, there's arrows, there's diorite. There's a cobblestone. Not really concerned with the fate of a single cobblestone. Boop, boop. There's that one arrow again. There's that one stick. Look, I don't need that stick. I just want it out of the world. Okay, and actually what I can do here is I can just bone mealify that. And then I can even go so far as to turn all of this bone meal into more glowberries. And then the other thing that's like even a little bit, I don't know, this feels wrong, but glowberries can also be used as a food source. It's nice. So now what we have is we have a very good situation where all of this is simply, I mean, the main thing is we're going to darken this area. So the only thing I want is that when I darken this area, that I don't get any creepers, I don't get any other mobs spawning anywhere other than the mob spawner. That's the only place I want the mobs to spawn. I don't want them to spawn anywhere else in that room. Not even a little bit, not even slightly, not even as a joke or a funny goof or a gag. Just nothing. Just nothing. So how do I do that? How do I accomplish that end goal? One thing I could do is I could use a stone cutter. I have enough iron for some extra stuff. I don't really want to waste that iron. I really actually don't want to waste that iron, because that's always like work. It's always just work to get. There's got to be a reason. That's the thing. I never mine iron if I don't have a good reason. There we go. A sword. Good. Now we have a backup sword. We have an iron pick, so we're a little faster mining. It's a little quality of life improvement. We can throw some andesite, some pale oak, some this. Right? We've got a little bit more pale oak in there. But what we're really trying to accomplish is we're trying to accomplish like covering this floor, spawn proofing this floor. That's the simple way to say it. So how do we do that? How do we cover that up? Do we go all the way back to the stone cutter? Well, it's easier than you think. I forget how it's easier than I think, but it's easier than you think. Boom, because you don't think. You're just dissociating. That's okay. If it's restful, go drink some water. Take a pause, stand up, do some stretches. I know, maybe it doesn't sound like the right thing to do, but it's definitely always good to stretch a little bit. You'll never be sad that you stretched. I've never stretched and then been like, oh man, I wish I hadn't stretched just now. That made me all mad. It's like, no, stretching is just good. Okay, I definitely can open this up. And then we're trying to get a little bit more vines, a little bit more mossy cobble. I mean, it's easy, right? It's just easy. We just want more vines. So where do we go for my vines? We go where the vines are. And the vines are right down there. Oh, schneisels. I mean, this is maintenance at this point. This is just landscaping. So that's all fine. Don't have to worry about that. Fuck. Oh, you scared the shit out of me, dude. I'm not even worried about you, but you scared the shit out of me. You could have been a creeper. That's the problem. Always could have been a creeper. That's the real problem. Alright, let's go. Let's sleep. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, I want to do full spawn denial of a lot of these areas, and you kind of gotta just, like, block it out and do it systematically one at a time. See, it's so easy to do, right? It's a presence of mind trap. You need to have presence of mind to leave the room. I actually am very happy that I made that way. You know, it wasn't intentional at the time, but I'm very pleased with the result and outcome. Here we go. So, I mean, with the stone cutter, we can probably get about 30, maybe 60? Maybe 60. What else do I want to throw in there, actually? Do we want to throw this in there? I don't know. Maybe more cobble. I mean, why not, right? We've got the heat. That heat's not going away. You know, it's gonna have to get used. So, what do we want now? And you don't use moss to make mossy cobble. Get real. You know, get with it. Get with the times, grandpa. Let's get that in there, get that in there, get that going, get that going, get that in, get that in there, get that in there, get those in there, get that in there, get that in there, get this in there, get that in there, get that in there. Okay, good. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. We definitely want that, but then, yeah, you can't just, oh yeah, you can. Okay, well that's good. Huh. Grandpa got with the times. Very much appreciate that, Grandpa. He passed away on the 21st. My grandpa. I miss him. I mean, I'm here to be entertaining, but I'm not here to completely hide myself, you know? I want to be seen the same as anybody else. Not what I wanted. Come on, doll. Let's be friends. Let's play nice. Nice. Thank you, doll. Appreciate you. Deeply, truly, honestly. Alright. So, one of the things I want to do is I would like... Well, do we put glowberries in here? I don't know. I mean, the question is, what's the range at which a light source becomes a problem for this situation? I definitely want that one closed off. I know that there's water source blocks there, which might not be the worst idea. These might actually be good. Let's just see. Let's find out. Let's find out if they achieve their desired... Oh, fuck. No, that's fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. Couldn't have done that better if I was trying to. Now let's see if it matches the mirrors on the other side. Oh, that's darling. That's darling. Look at that. That's perfect. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a thing of beauty. That's nature at work there, you know? Like, you plan things out, sometimes it just doesn't work, you know? But nature knows the score. Nature knows what's up. Here we go. And then, yeah, I mean, we can just spawn-proof the rest. That's fine. Spawn-proof, 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 spawn-proof. I mean, everything else I can do with diorite half-slabs. Does that work? That looks like it really shouldn't work, but it does. I feel like that's, like, probably not stable in the long run. But I want to check that I have enough to make a couple of like double half slabs, basically. I mean, I just want to make sure I have double half slabs for both of those. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. Ain't that cherry? There we go. Okay, well that's actually spawnable surface now, so we don't want that. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, mate. I don't have any sympathy or respect for you right now. I'm sorry. I want to. I want to see you as a human being and not just a cartoon skeleton. But, well, why should I? You are a cartoon skeleton and not a human being. This is just the truth. So maybe I should just accept the truth for what it is. But, yeah, I mean, it's a little annoying, it's a little irritating, it's a little aggravating that you're shooting at me. When you should be dying, you should be falling to your death, miserable boy. And that's just the thing that you should be doing. That is the correct thing for you to do. Hello. I see you, darling. I see you, Dushka. You are being very Dushka. Have you fallen off the thing yet? Have you tried falling off the thing yet? I think it'd be funny if you fell off the thing now. Boink. Okay, so really, truly, what I should be going for here is just total darkness in that room. I've spawn-proofed it. I can't really validate that I've spawn-proofed it without exposing it to total darkness, or at least near total darkness. But the more skeletons spawn, the harder it will be to stay on that one block. So I'm hoping, beyond hope, that that situation just resolves itself. Okay, so I know if I come around here and here, that this is that. So there's you. Yeah, see, exactly like that. Exactly like that. There's two skeletons, then two skeletons fall down. Perfect. So we just close that off. And I don't know, do we put like a danger sign there? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think this is perfect. Lintel it up, you know, and then, I don't know what this is. I think this was an ore body. Why am I filling it in with diorite that I considered sort of valuable? Ugh, that sounded like a creeper noise. Perfect. See, so now, I mean, I can just double that up. I can just make another one of those and then fill this in. You know, now I have the stone to, like, start doing more ambitious projects with stone. Because I can just make as much as I want. And now the moment of truth, we check. Are they actually dying? Or are they just accumulating at the bottom there? Ha! You know, this is actually kind of fun. That's a lot of fun. That is truly a whole lot of fun. Look at that. That's a lot of levels right there. So it's a pretty good drop. It's almost getting them. You know, I could always put campfires down here. Yeah, I could put campfires down here. Let me see. What do I have for campfires? I would want soul sand. So I gotta explore the nether before I can do that. What are campfires made out of? Do I have... I might have enough for just the classic. Spruce wood, 3. I need 12 plus 9. I need 19. I need a lot of wood. This episode has been very long. If you're still watching, I hope you're okay. Not to cast aspersions on you. Seriously, I know I joke, but I do appreciate you for watching, for sticking through, for, I don't know, just, I hope you find it enjoyable. I hope you find it, like, nourishing in some way. And I hope you remember to, like, take care of yourself. You matter. Don't forget that. Sometimes it's easy to kind of, like, lose track of what you're trying to do with your life. And it's okay. It happens to everyone, I think. I mean, even if it didn't happen to everyone, it's still okay to lose track of what you're trying to do with your life. I mean, I wonder if I could do it with Stalagermoodles. Make like a spike pit kind of deal. But honestly, it is nice to be able to just like hack them at the knees. I feel like I'm extremely close though to being able to just deal with them. To have them just die on impact. But, well, maybe I'm right. So, okay, we go there, we go across, right, and just symmetry. Right, symmetry. Definitely using that pun. Oh, I know what to do. I can get rid of that. And I can get rid of that. And then I can take this and this. And I can do that. And I can do that. And then I have exactly the right number of stairs for this and for this to do this. And then that gets me almost there. Yeah. So that's good. That gets me up there. And then that gets me over here. And that gets me there. So it's just a matter of 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. I mean, that's already enclosed. So what's different? This is just 1 block higher. And then, do we replicate that? Sure, let's just rep it. Boom. And then that goes there. 1, 2, and then I hang down. Right? 1, 2, and then I hang down. So why is that looking different? It goes 1, and then up, and then 1. But then on the other side, nope, 1 and then up and then 1, 1 and then up and then 1. So that's the same, that's the same. That's a straight shot to the end. So I guess the only thing is there's a gap here that doesn't need to be there. That's so fun to do. Oh, this is so good. I feel so, like, joyful. I feel so powerful. I feel so, like, in charge right now. Look, I mean, these are the resources I need. This is exactly what I've been needing. that's 15 of them. 15 bones. That's a lot of bones. That's 9 bone blocks. Look at this. I can make 9 bone blocks. 5 bone blocks. I can do math. See, I'm tired. I just need to figure out a kill mechanism. But honestly, I am gonna be loot farming for a little bit. just out of joy. So that's gonna be the vista, going back and forth and watching the skeletons. Or well, whatever. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. Follow me on Patreon. You can support me there for as little as $5 a month. It's also possible to just follow me there. I post things that are for just any tier of followers occasionally.